So the question was from spontaneous events, like SCAD. So SCAD stands for spontaneous coronary artery dissection. So it's typically common in younger women, for example, where in their coronaries, even if they're normal, they don't have any plaque or they don't have any buildup of cholesterol plaque, that they suddenly have a small microscopic injury that tears the artery and then can lead to a heart attack or can lead to angina or chest pain. Typically, when we have these patients with SCAD, we have to look for things like fibromuscular dysplasia. So what that is it's an abnormality in the middle lining of the arteries. So the arteries have 3 layers. That middle layer, if there's a problem with that layer, that's when these events can happen. So we've had patients that have had heart attacks, but they're young. They go to the cath lab, and when we look at them, they basically have normal-looking arteries with the exception of that one spot. And in the right patient, that clues you to the presence or possibility of SCAD. And what we do there is we survey the patients. We do carotid ultrasounds. We do renal ultrasounds. We might do renal MRAs or CTAs, or basically these are non-invasive scans of the arteries to see whether or not they have these typical changes so that we can institute proper treatment. For example, a patient with fibromuscular dysplasia on the kidneys may be prone to developing hypertension, and the treatment for that would be very different. If they have a presence of fibromuscular dysplasia in their carotids, they might benefit from antiplatelet therapy. They might need for more frequent surveillance. A lot of times, unfortunately, because of how it's said, right, SCAD, or spontaneous coronary artery dissections, these are spontaneous events. These are events that typically, when they get diagnosed, it's usually the first time you're presenting with it. You don't know you have it until it does happen to you. But there are sometimes some genetic predispositions for this. So when you have a family member, first-degree relative that has had a heart attack when they're very young, or have had an abnormality like a stroke when they're very young, these things would clue you to at least see your provider so you can be screened for that.
Thank you for being a part of the Rock from the Heart community and for joining us today. Your presence and engagement make a huge difference in raising awareness and building a stronger support network for those affected by aortic and heart valve disease. Thank you so much for attending today.